So guys, welcome to our hackathon. So now we are going to see the instructions. The first instruction is you will receive the email for login. So once you receive the login link in your email, so click the link, it will go to the page something like this actually. Okay, so in this page, so your link would be something different actually, okay? Like this. You can see the login bar actually. Okay, so what it means is the link which you are receiving in the email, by clicking the link it will come to this page actually. Okay, so once it is come to this page, you can click on the sign in Google. So it is must that you should always log in with the Gmail actually. Okay, so now click on this one. You can see here it will ask you which email that you want to log in. So here I'm just clicking on the email, so it will just asking for permission. So already I have permission, so it's directly coming to this page actually here. So this is the home page that where you need to work it out. So the first one is MCQs, the second one is coding actually. So guys, this is MCQ part. So in the MCQs, once you log in, you can see this window as you know. So okay, once you log in, you can see this window actually here. So in this window, you can see this is MCQ. So click on the MCQ, it will navigate to this page actually here. So in this page, you can see 15 questions. This is example page, so you will get only 5 questions for the example I'm showing here. So you can see the question here, and you can just click on the answer. Okay, this is some error actually, we will remove it. So click on this one, click on this one. So what are the answers that you can see. So now you can see once you complete all the questions, you can see this MCQ completed will be shown actually here. So now click OK. Immediately it will navigate to this page actually here. Okay, so this will be, once it is completed, you can see the status is completed. Once it's completed, so you can go to the not completed of this coding actually. Okay, you can go from here to here or here to here, wherever you want you can able to go actually here, but you can see completed status will come only once you complete all the questions actually here. Thank you. Now we will see about the coding part. So click on the coding part. You can see here this is the coding window where we need to do the coding actually here. Okay, so here you have a 5 tasks in the left hand side, and you have the status. What is the current status of the question? What is the font size that you want? Save, you want to save the coding. Reset, reset means you whatever you are typing you need to reset. Run means you want to run the current question. Okay, now I want to execute this decompression. As you can see here, this is the base coding actually here. Okay, so the main thing is you can see write your code here, right? So here only you need to start the coding actually. And one more thing is you don't need to create a main method. This is the one thing, you don't need to create a main method. Main method will be automatically included in the code actually here. So now as you can see here, this is a public static. You should not change anything in this method as well as in this one. You can create another method, that is fine, but you should not create a main method actually here. Okay, this is one scenario. So whatever the code that you are typing here, once you type, for example here I am typing something. Okay, I'm typing here. So now if I want to execute this code, you can just click on the run. You can see automatically this code will be saved. Okay, you don't need to save anything. So you can see here it is showing the error as expected actually. So this is the error that I am getting for the currently code because the semicolon is missing. If you feel like the ID font is very small, you can just increase the font size like whatever you want actually here. Okay, maybe I up to 25 I can able to increase it. Now you can see the font size is getting increased actually. You can see the error is showing here. And in case you don't want to run but you do want to save the code, but so that you can go for the another question actually here. Okay, for example I am typing some code. Okay, and one more thing, in this IDE we cannot able to copy as well as we cannot able to paste actually here. Okay, so we have to type everything. So I am typing like system.out.println. okay, so here I'm just typing like another line. Okay, something I'm just giving here actually here. Now click on this one. If you outside of the window, if you click, you can see there is a code auto saved actually. This is the pop-up will be shown here automatically. So here if it is auto saved means your code will be automatically saved actually here. Now click on the run. You can see the output. If for example you whatever the code that you are typing, if you don't want to keep that, you can just click on the reset. Immediately whatever the code that you are typing, it will be reset. Whatever the code that you are bringing, it came to the previous state actually here. Okay, so this is one scenario actually here. Now I think this is a status that you want to know whether the question is completed or not. For example, if you go to the next question, you can see the status will be changed. Okay, as you can see, the status is not completed. Yeah, not completed and then not completed, which means all these questions are I didn't complete, so it shows as a status is not completed actually. Okay, fine. Now if I complete this question, you can see here the status will be completed actually here. Fine. Okay, now coming to the how to pause these test cases. Though the main motto of this hackathon is you need to pause the test cases. The test cases will be shown in the right hand side, as you can see here. Input is this one and output is expected this one. Test case 2, the input is A5, which means A has to be displayed in the 5 times actually here. ABC 10 times means ABC has to be displayed 10 times, and B3 means B has to display 3 times. CD 13 means CD has to display for 13 times actually. So now what I am going to do is I am going to purposefully return this result actually, which means, as you know, we can't able to copy, so return. Okay, so this is the value that I am going to okay. So now what will happen, this test case will pass, but as you can see here, total 4 test cases. What is the meaning of 4 test case means? Actually 2 test cases are showing, 2 test cases are hidden test cases actually. Okay, so now click on this run window, because directly we can go for run. You can say the run window. Yeah, as you can see here, it's showing 1 test case is passed, 4 test of the 4 test cases, which means, as you can see, this case is not failing. So this test case is failing. This test case is passed because I have given already what is the expected output, and the remaining 2 test cases are hidden actually. It will not be shown for you. So whatever the test cases that you are writing, it will be, whatever the code that you are writing, according to the test cases output, it will be shown here actually here. Okay, fine. So you can see the question description here, what you want to do. Here you can see the different type of questions, and here this is the test cases for each question. For example, this is a question test cases for 3rd question, 4th question, 5th question actually here. Okay, so now you may ask, like, it shows 4 test cases, but it's showing 2 means 2 test cases are hidden actually. Okay, so don't think like it is showing 4 but it is showing 2 means, does not mean that it's not having a 2, which means it has only the 2 test cases actually, which means 2 show. The other 2 test cases are hidden actually here. Okay, so this is how it works. And yes, okay, now final one is like, if I complete all the questions, automatically there is a pop-up will be shown. It will show as all questions are completed. You can just click OK and it will go to the next page actually here. In case if you don't want to continue, if the time is over, by default the ID will be closed, so you don't need to worry about anything actually here. Okay, so the ID, whatever the ID you are having, right, by 12 o'clock it will be closed actually here. Fine. So if you don't want to do anything, you can just close this window, it will be closed automatically. Fine. So again, if you go to the login page, whatever that I have given, so click on the sign in with Google, it will ask me to Google. Yeah, you can see here my MCQ is completed, coding is not completed. That's it actually here. Okay, this is how you need to do the hackathon, guys. So if any questions, you can ask me during the session itself. Even before 10 o'clock we used to have one more round of explanation, so you can ask the questions directly in that session also. Thank you. Bye bye.